the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
31's the mic. It's our kid.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got 3. 31's the mic.
Here's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Goff's throw taken in by Edwards. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Ward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
They run once more with Taylor. Stays on his feet, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's got Rome. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Ward. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Denver. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19, Black Knight 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now a throw here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
Be a long day for you.
Again, Goff. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good try.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time he is in. Yes. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Black Knights have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Ward. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Again at 7, but it's 4th down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's not going to get me. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you. Kill.
First and 10, Taylor now. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Goff now to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just...
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.